I have a slightly different setup because we're adding a lot more to this system, as we'll talk about in the updates, which is now an official section, as I've been promising for like the past very long time. And I never made it like an official. It was just me like shooting the shit. I got a slide deck for this motherfucker. That's how you know I'm real about this. Welcome to Monday Morning Coffee, episode 66. As I have been informed, this is the show where I have a coffee, I have a list of topics, and I keep talking about those topics until I finish the coffee. Once again, my teeth are not brown and gross and icky. That's because the shadow is facing me. If the light was facing me, my teeth would be much different. I don't have coffee teeth. I'm gonna have to announce that every single time we do one of these at the very front. It's like, by the way, if you're watching this podcast, I call it a podcast. Fucking who cares? Talk show is funny. I actually like the idea of calling this a talk show because I think talk show, there's less stigma against calling something a talk show than it is calling it a podcast. Like the P word is pretty bad. The talk show is like, it's kind of funny. Even though I think talk shows usually have to have guests on them. Do they? Well, I mean, the title implies talk show. You're talking, and it's a show that's on the internet or elsewhere, broadcasted to some degree of people. A radio show. See, the teeth aren't that bad. I feel like it's a thing. We're gonna have to do a teeth check at the very beginning of this. That's gonna be a new segment. Okay, so I'm on a timer, despite the fact that that introduction, how long it kept going, and didn't make me seem like I was on a timer. I am. We're going to go through updates first. Like I said, important updates. I finally have a slide deck. It's official. It's a real thing, but we're going to breeze through it because I know you guys don't want to see a PowerPoint for this whole thing. We're going to continue probably with Tier Maker. I didn't really plan a whole lot for this because I basically, the reason I'm on a timer is because I realigned my whole schedule based on a lot of the things that we're going to talk about in this said slide deck. And now my schedule's out of whack and I'm behind by 4 hours, which is something I think will be fixed as I get used to the routine. And also I woke up at like 8 o'clock. So like 2 hours before this stream. It's to put it into perspective. So there's things that could be fixed there. But anyway, okay, I need to stop ranting. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're speedrunning the rest of this. So, first thing, don't show porn or anything. Okay, good. This is a slide deck. So, Monday Morning Coffee updates. As you can see, in case you're wondering why this looks so good, if I spent so little time working on it, it's because this is the... Oh, shit. Do you know what would be really smart? Because you have that coffee. I'm actually getting rid of the coffee. The Ko-Fi, the like little thing at the bottom there. I'm getting rid of it. We're replacing it with the Patreon. Stuff that will be covered soon. But in the meantime, what if I did this? Oh, wait, it's not a slideshow. Oh, no, not close. God damn it. I don't have anything like weird in my tabs, right? Okay, no, Todoist and Google Slides is not like the craziest stuff. And my extensions, there's no like porn extension there. Okay, good. So I'm just going to do it this way. Oh, except I have to change this on all of them. You should have figured that. This is another time. I know I complain about this every single week. This is another week where I spent so much time. Charity Gumroad. What is that? Get rid of that. What the Ko-Fi? There we go. Every single week I complain about this, but it's true. Spoilers, by the way. I like cannot. I spend so much time at the beginning of this, I promise. Checking, making sure I have all the right things open. That's pretty good. We'll do that one. Checking to make sure I have all the right things open, everything ready for the show, that I know what I'm going to do, that I know what the structure is going to be, and inevitably I forget something very important that derails the entire show. This has happened. There's 66 episodes of this show, which is a record, as we found out last week. But it just always happens. Okay, speed run. All we care about is speed. From this point onwards, from the 5-minute mark onwards, all we care about is breezing through this show as fast as possible. Well, hold on, I'll do a timer. We should have a speedrunner timer. Okay, no, we're not doing that. I need to stop ranting. 3, 2, 1. Monday morning coffee updates. Welcome to the new slideshow. I already talked about this. The new ordering, I've talked about this at the very beginning, the very first episode of Monday Morning Coffee and onwards. I talked about splitting my stuff into a Stukery, a Stukerio, and JBR. Not especially by those names, but having a sort of non-fiction, more serious content that's related to the stuff that was on the original blog, which was made for more like me getting hired or me like talking to business people. I focused on business, technology, psychology, and art. Those were the 4 main focuses. I've decided that the YouTube channel is going to be not this YouTube channel. The other YouTube channel, the main YouTube channel, the Astukery, or true_Astukery, that's going to be the focus of that channel from now on. And in fact, I'm just going to take the blog ideas that I had and I'm going to convert them into videos. Astukerio, that's this channel. All the streams, the fun game stuff, the shit posting, the blah 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 talking, funny haha, everything's going to stay exactly the same. We're going to cover the Germa videos. In case you're wondering about the Germa videos, we're going to cover that, but later. JBR, creative content. This should have been JBR from the beginning. I kept fucking around. I wanted to see like, oh, could I make a official consulting services business? That's fucking stupid. I shouldn't have done that. But I've learned from my mistakes, and from now on, we're hosting all the creative stuff on JBR rather than Astukery, although there's still going to be links on Astukery to that stuff. Astukery, blogs event. This is not an introductory episode of Monday Morning Coffee. I'm realizing. If this is your first episode, fucking go back. 60s. It's a non-anthology series. It's an ongoing. It's like One Piece. Okay. It's like One Piece in the way that some arcs are more important than others. That's a good way to put that. Okay, I need to go back to my speed run. Like I said, blog posts and videos are now combined. I'm aiming for a new short every day. So on this channel, there's a new short every single Monday through Friday, but there's not enough videos. I just shook the whole table. I don't even know how I did that. There's not enough videos on Astukery yet in comparison to Astukerio, this channel. So I might instead do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I do intend to release a new video on that channel every single week, so eventually we'll hopefully catch up. Astukerio, okay, I can slow down for this stuff because this is what you probably actually care about. Most of you are from this channel, because it's on this channel, of course, duh. Okay. Upcoming videos, we're gonna do the first, so this last weekend was the release of Metal Gear Solid V. It was originally supposed to be the entirety of Metal Gear Solid V, that live stream. But I think I ended up only to cut it to the deadline. I only did like the first 3 streams about. So technically there's more, but we'll get to there when we get to it. So instead I'm moving on to Final Fantasy VII Remake. I want to do it in order of, because a lot of those VODs get put as members only, because it's only the most recent month of VODs that free users can see on the like YouTube page, and I want to make sure that the highlights are catching up to what's being membered only. So the whole idea is that as a free user on the YouTube page, that sounds weird, but I guess that's how that works, right? Because there's memberships now. If you are a member, you will always be able to see every live stream VOD. As a free user who's just casually looking, you won't be able to see the VODs, but anything where the VODs are locked, you will have the highlight videos, right? So you won't be able to see the entire Final Fantasy VII Remake stream, but you'll be able to see the highlights, right? That's the whole game. And then the members will be able to see both. That's kind of the business model, quote unquote, that I'm taking for this. For upcoming shorts, we have finished Teardown. The Teardown videos did awful. I don't know why. What do you guys have against Teardown? It's funny. Teardown's cool. None of those videos got any views. I don't know why. Maybe the algorithm has decided that it doesn't like us anymore. Especially because, actually, hold on a minute. I think the YouTube algorithm doesn't like me anymore. Because those videos on Instagram and TikTok actually did really good. 2 of those videos on Instagram hit 2,000 views. They got like 60 max on YouTube Shorts, so I don't know why the entire company of Google has decided they have a vendetta against me, apparently. Because that thumbnail and title combo goes hard, and I have proof. Anyway, I don't want to spend the entire time complaining about YouTube. So I finished up all the highlights from Teardown, and then the next video on there is the Armchair Detective for Channel 7. So I'm gonna start cutting from there. And there's a lot of good updates. There's a lot of good highlights for Channel 7. I kind of struggled for Teardown. But I remember I've seen the Channel 7 video a couple of times, and there are some bits that I want to take on there that I feel like would be good for for shorts. Upcoming streams, check the community tab. That's for you, but that's also for me, because I'm just going to show you. Hold on. I hate slides. I hate presentations in general, but this is the easiest way to get information out in a structured manner in a very small amount of time. Which is the main reason that I'm doing that. Where is hello, welcome to Bach. I got so distracted by seeing a video on the recommended. This happens to me every single day. I see a video on my recommended list. I'm like, ooh, what's that about? And then I completely forget everything else I was doing. This one. Not this. Stop. I had to split these into a slide. Because slides, that's another reason I hate slides. It's full screen only, which is really annoying. There's no, like, secret. No, there's not in my subscriptions. I just want to make sure of that. Okay, because now I have to do, like, there's the slide and there's the browser, which is this one. And it has black bars because the stretching looks even worse than the black bars. I'm sorry. The stretching looks way worse than the black bars. So here are your choices for what games I can play on stream this week. In the first one, it's both of these polls, by the way. You don't have to vote on just this poll. It's both of them. In the first poll, we have Disco Elysium, which we will be continuing. That's a face cam stream, by the way. Maybe I should have put that on there so that more people would have clicked it. Elden Ring, another continuation. We just started that last week. Recurring classic Roblox. I know it's been a while since we've done one of those streams. I think I'm going to cull Flash games, or at least try and figure out some of our formula for the Flash game one, because the Flash game ones were, like, kind of boring streams, if I'm going to be honest. The classic Roblox stuff had a lot of, like, funny bits in it, but the Flash games, like, we did 3 of those streams, and I couldn't find a single highlight to put into a video, so I was like, yeah, fuck them. Maybe we shouldn't do that, or maybe we should I might, instead of going down the full list of all Flash games, I might instead focus it a little more on like, which ones actually look cool, or maybe just focus on nostalgic Flash games that I've played specifically, because originally I wanted to find a bunch of stuff. It wouldn't be like random discovery like the classic Roblox stuff, because the classic Roblox stuff is just I found anything that looked even remotely finished and I put on the list. And I did the same thing for the Flash games, but the Flash games just didn't look as good. And lastly, for this poll, there's only one new game, and that's Cyberpunk 2077, which please vote for that one if you get a chance, because that's installed already on my computer, and it's taking up a lot of disk space. And I don't really think, since it's going to be on these polls from now on, I don't really feel compelled to delete it. In part 2, we have continuing Final Fantasy VII Remake. We're getting close to finishing Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, in a way, if you are anti-JRPG and you are anti-Weeb, you should want to vote for Final Fantasy VII Remake, because that game only has 1 or 2 streams left max. And that's going to open up another slot. Once it's finished, it's going to open up another slot for a different game. So think about that. WoW Classic Season of Discovery, that was on last week. Recurring game. I've been playing it a lot off stream, and I feel like if I am on stream playing it, it will allow me to focus on leveling even more, because I think I'm still behind. I think I'm level 12 or 13, and the level cap's 25, and they're finishing it up this week. Or maybe next week. It's February the 9th. Yeah, I think that's next week. But they're gonna keep moving the goalposts before I can catch up. That's going to be a problem, so that's why I'm putting that on the list of games to stream. A new game. This is an indie game, Betrayal at Club Low. Honestly, I don't even know that much about it, but I've heard recommendations for it from very trustworthy people. It is an immersive sim game that's mostly tied to decisions, so you can think of it a lot like Disco Elysium in that regard, where Disco Elysium is very much just a talking game. So is this game, apparently. But I have purposely tried to say, like, I don't know that much about this game, other than that it's very highly reviewed. Or it's very highly recommended, I guess I should say. Not highly reviewed, because nobody fucking played this except a couple of people who apparently think it's very good, and whose opinion I trust. And then last new game is Project Reality, because we need a new tactical shooter on here. In case you don't know what Project Reality is, it is the sort of tactical shooter Arma-esque mod for Battlefield 2. It is completely free, and we will be playing it. This is another one that I hope people vote for because it's installed on my computer. And this one's even worse because this one isn't tied to Steam or anything. It's just a download. So every week that this doesn't get picked up is another week where I might accidentally recycle bin it and forget that I recycle binned it. And then when it gets finally voted, I look for it and it's not there, and it's going to be very embarrassing. So this is another one high priority for me. I know I didn't vote for it. The games I voted for Disco Elysium because I thought the first stream was funny and it did very well on the analytics. And WoW Season of Discovery, which I already explained to you why I'm picking that one, just because I need to catch up by any means necessary. Okay, so that's that. Now you redo this. God damn it. I could do the editor. Where's the transition studio mode? Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Yes. Okay, this is the right slide I'm supposed to be on. Let me just, teacher, let me just, sorry, we need to redo our slides real quick. Okay. How do I then transition it? Oh, there we go. Okay. Because I want to set this up. But now how does it work? Get rid of the studio mode. Now it's confusing. Okay. About... I have the window closed, right? Okay, yeah, I do. It's just really loud outside. About those Jerma videos, I have the 4 Jerma clip compilations, which I've kept up for a very long time because they do very well and people clearly want to watch them, which is great. However, they kept fucking with my analytics because in terms of my analytics for this channel, the only thing I care about is my content, because I mostly do my content now, and those videos kept popping up and boosting my numbers way harder than it should have actually been if it was just, like, my stuff. So what I did, what I decided was, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to touch these videos because I know people are going to probably be upset. I'm going to wait until my subscriber count becomes higher than it was at the highest peak of the Jerma mania. Okay, so when those Jerma videos were first very popular and I got a shit ton more subscribers, I hit, I want to say, like 650 was my highest peak. And I was like, okay, if I beat 650 just doing my own thing, because then it dropped way down to like 610. If I came back up and beat that number, then I would unlist those videos, because now it's like, okay, now it seems like most people who are here are probably here for my content rather than the Jerma content at this point. And that finally happened, right? We hit 665. Very eager to see who will be the 666. I feel like there's some hesitation there. Don't be afraid. Or team up. Gather a buddy. One of you be 666, and then very quickly the other person be 667, and therefore you counteract Satan's curse. That's how that works, in case you were curious. So if you're worried about that, then that's how you do it. So yeah, they're unlisted now. They are not removed. If you have them on your liked videos, if you have them on a playlist, I'll also try to remember to do a community post about this, because I know not everybody watches these. I'll try and do a community post if I remember. But I'm not writing that down during these streams. I've learned my lesson. They are not removed. They're unlisted, and they're also, the playlist on this channel is still up. So the Jerma, the complete confection, or whatever I called it, that's still up. That playlist is still up, and you can access all the videos there. So even if you didn't save it to a playlist on your own, or you didn't like the video, you can still find those videos. They're still on the on that playlist. Okay, but I had to remove them. I might re-upload them to the Astukri archive. I feel like they would be a really good pick for the Astukri archive. They would be so good on that channel, but of course we would be starting viewers from scratch. So what I might do is I might keep them unlisted, still upload them to the Astukri archive, and then once they get like popular enough, once people clearly find like, oh, this is where those videos are, I will then get rid of them on this channel, and then they'll just be up on the Astukri archive. But hopefully by that point you guys will know that that's where they are. In fact, let me write that down. I'm gonna write that one down because that one's pretty important. I feel like. Hold on. In fact, you know, two birds with one stone. Jerma Comps announced it on community post. Download videos. It always goes to this. It always goes to me writing down stuff on my to-do list while we're doing these, which I guess in a way is good, right? Because this is supposed to be all about updates and continuing things and being like a kind of a work brainstorming stream. So if I'm writing down to-do list notes during this talk show, I think that's an overall good thing to happen. Download videos. I'll also have to download the thumbnails. Repost to Astukri archive and let people know once that has happened. All right, so we have a plan for the Jerma. Don't worry, Jerma fans. Don't worry, Jermamites. I've got your back. Those compilations will still be available very soon. Don't you worry. And then last thing here, we will cover the title of this video, The Great Banana Split. This one. Yes, I need to make sure I was on this right slide. So, basically long ago, I decided that I wanted to do more business consulting services stuff with JBR because it seemed like it made more money, quote unquote. I tried a bunch of stuff for it. I was not feeling it. It got to the point where JBR was in the trash bin. And then I realized, well, wait, hold on a minute. In the very first episode of Monday Morning Coffee, I split my stuff into jokey, non-fiction serious, and fiction serious. And that seems to be my 3 personality archetypes. And that makes way more sense. How did I split up then? And when I watched the video, I realized I just split up into Astukri, Astukario, and JBR, which makes way more sense than doing like Astukri does both creative and the business stuff. Astukario is still funny, hot. I mean, the Astukario doesn't really change here. And then JBR is also like weird business stuff. Doesn't make any sense. Just do Astukri for business stuff, Astukario for comedy. Or I don't like comedy because that makes it sound like it's like skit, like forced. I don't like that shit. But just laid back. I like laid back. Comfy. I like those words. We'll call it that. The laid back stuff. And then JBR is the creative. I'm talking about the new order, right? I already forgot. That makes more sense to me. So, of course, in order to do that, I have to change a bunch of shit. We're going to move it so there's only one Discord now. It's going to be the JBR one because it's bigger. We're going to delete, add, change web pages. We're going to delete, add, change videos. As you might have already noticed on this channel wouldn't be affected by that. But the other channel, True Astukery, would be affected. We deleted all the Film the Rhythm shorts because they're going to be re-uploaded to JBR. Same thing with the TikToks. Same thing with the Instagram. The Instagram's weird because the Instagram also has the 4th competitor, which is the art account. But that's not so bad. I think that distinction makes sense because still Astukery is business. Astukario is laid back, stream highlights, funny stuff. JBR is creative, but it's creative projects. So stuff like Boys and Girls, stuff like Film the Rhythm, all that sort of stuff. And then the Astukery, which will soon be Astukery 2, because I'm switching the names because I want to brand consistency. That one, Astukery 2, it makes sense just as like a general art account. I don't really have any issue with that stuff. And then a lot of link fixings. So if you've been clicking links anywhere in the description or anything, a bunch of shit's going to be old or broken. Probably already is. Will be worse before it gets better. But we'll get there when we get there. So that's updates. I didn't really speedrun that at the end of the day. That was, we're 25 minutes in. I probably could have gone even faster. But at least I focused there for the last couple. That's good. Let's do a quick tier maker. So I did promise last time, sports team logos by how cool they look. And since I didn't have anything prepared here because I'm behind like always. Oh, it's still on the front page. Cool. Let's do these. Okay, shoddy. And remember, it's by how funny or cool the logo looks. It's not by if I like the sports team, because I haven't seen any sports game since like 2008. Since I was in 4th grade. In 4th grade, I was really weak into sports. But not anymore. Okay, I'm just going to... Yeah, this is all fine. True Detective. And then we're going to move this... Get rid of slide. Move it to browser. There we go. Now it's a lot cleaner. So this is football. I especially don't know about football. European football, more specifically. So this is... Okay, we don't need this many tabs, by the way. I'm sure if you're a big sports fan, you need it. I need like Jesus. I need like a very cool, pretty good, okay, dumb, and shit. And this is the quality of the logo. I want to be very clear here. It's the quality of the logo. Because I don't even know what any of these are, except that one that says Paris, because it says Paris on it. I assume that's the Paris Football Club. Okay, BVB. This one kind of looks like a railroad sign. And I kind of like the fact that it looks like a railroad sign, so I'm going to say that's pretty good. I can't even read what this says, and the colors look gay, so I'm going to say shit. This one... looks like a Magic the Gathering logo, so I'm gonna say that's pretty dumb. This one, it's simplistic. I'm not a fan, but I can't pinpoint. It's just like a generic crown and shield design, which is fine, I guess. It's okay. There's no problem with that. This one just has a dumbass seagull on it. I'm gonna say that's dumb. This one looks worse. This one looks considerably worse than this one, though, so I'm gonna say that's pretty dumb. Ooh, this one looks nice. Look at this. It's got a little building in the background, which I assume is some important landmark for whatever this Cologne city is. It's got like it's got a nice little spherical logo there. It's got like the text is shooting out at you. The what FC, whatever that means. I'm gonna say this is very cool. It's kind of nice. Although it almost looks like a radio station logo less than a football club logo. But I mean, I'm not judging. Oh, this one. Oh, this one, you know what? Definitely getting Irish bar vibes from this, but in a good way. And I feel like this makes more sense as a football logo than this one. These are cool, but this one looks like a railroad sign, and this one looks like a radio station. This is the only one that's both cool and also looks like a football team logo. So that's up there. This one's Irish, so I'm putting that. Okay. Well... I mean, I do like that. I did say that this looks like an Irish bar. I would be disrespecting myself if I then put the actual Irish one down. I don't know. I don't really like the background because then I can't read anything that it says behind it. I don't think. Well, I'm gonna say right here. Is this just transparent? Okay, yeah, this is just transparent. I'm gonna say that's fine. That's pretty good. Cav J, this looks like I could have done, this looks like I made it, so that's bad. This one, I don't even know what's going on here. I'm gonna say it's pretty dumb. This one looks like, my crypto portfolio. I don't know. This is stupid. Why? There's like too much going on here that doesn't really have anything to do with each other. This is a flag that's like been scribbled. This is definitely seagull tier. Where's the seagull? Yeah, put it right next to the seagull. Carp. Okay, to this one's credit, I think this is supposed to be a shield, but I think it got fucked up in the cropping. I think this one actually looks really cool. I mean, I would need to see the whole thing, but I'm trusting that this would look really cool if it was properly cropped. I think the cropping job fucked it up, but I think this logo would probably look pretty cool. These two, way too much going on. Bro, you got way too much going on in these logos. This is another seagull tier 1. That with the seagulls. I can't read what this says because there's no. You fucked up the. I don't want a transparent background if it's on the logo itself. What does that say? Juventus? Oh, that looks like some. No, I don't like it. That looks like some like Google graphic design, like minimalist Detroit style, whatever they call it. That's fucking dumb. Liverpool. The Liverpool FC. This is the one. I don't want to do my racist British voice, but if I had a really good racist British voice, I would be using it for this one. It's not racist, also, if they're Anglos, so. Fuck the British. And this looks dumb. This is another one. Way too much is going on here. Okay, another one. Very cool. I'm going to put all the cool spherical logos or circular logos together. But once again, I'm not getting like football vibes from this. I feel like the shield is definitely a football sort of thing. The circle, it's cool, but there's just not that. I don't really think there's that much going on. This one has too much. Well, it's not like too much. I'll put that in okay. Wait, there's 2 Manchesters? Why? Oh, Manchester City and Manchester United? Is that like a Los Angeles Rams and Los Angeles Chargers sort of thing? Is that what that is? Which one looks better? This looks like a craft beer logo. But for football, that's not so bad. This one looks a lot cleaner. I don't know. You know what? I would put them both at okay. I think they are both okay. Nah, but this one just looks dumb. Or well, we have a tier called dumb, so I'm gonna put that in the dumb tier. I hate this triangle looking ass. He's going into shit. This is an uninspired. This looks like a fucking Rome Total War faction icon. This is what this looks like. You know, this one. Well, hold on. Do I like this one of the Eagles? Do I like this one or do I like this one? This one, I guess there's probably too much going on here because it's too compressed. This one I can at least see what's going on. I'm gonna say this is pretty good. I'm gonna just put that one on okay. I'm gonna put that one on okay because I do like the design. I do like the eagle design. Once again, that one's very like I could see it. This looks like the what the fuck is this? Isn't what I picked up. The N. This looks like the Northwestern Mutual Insurance logo, so I'm putting that in shit. Chelsea Foot Club. Wow, Chelsea Football Club. I missed the important part of that word. This one just looks very uninspired. I'm gonna put this in dumb. This doesn't elicit anything in me. Arsenal, this one looks very cheap. This is the Pepsi to this one's Coca-Cola, I feel like. In terms of logo design, this looks very and like they're doing like a weird shading thing to make it look 3D. I don't like it. That one's dumb. I can't see what this is. Does that even pop up on screen? I don't know what this one is. I have no idea. I can't make out anything in that image. I'm just gonna say that one doesn't exist. This is another uninspired. Wait, there's another. Oh no, that's Newcastle, not Manchester. I would God, this is fucking me up. These football clubs. You have too many of these things. That looks dumb. Oh, this one looks like authentically sports team. It's got the mascot in the middle. I might have to say that's very cool. Because that's a good way of like combining, like, because there's a clear gimmick that they're all going for with their football team designs, but this one is really like you got the mascot, you got everything. This is a team, a sports team logo in a football a football club's logos body. If that makes any sense, I guess it doesn't really make sense. This one got destroyed by the crop. It doesn't look so bad. It looks like it's supposed to be sort of olive shaped, and then this is the year it got founded, and this is the name. I'm assuming. Looks more like the carp one. I don't know if I can rank this one either because the crop did it so dirty. That one's pretty bad. Roma. I mean, you see Romulus there. I think that's a cute touch, but the logo itself is pretty dry. I'm gonna say okay. I like the symbolism there, but in terms of like actual like colors and design, it's not doing much for me. The Paris one's not so bad. I could compare the Paris one, especially see it's just like this one where it's got the landmark in the middle, but this one seems more football clubby. So I can say that one's pretty good. Olympic Lyonnaise. What? Is that a condiment? This looks okay. Does that have Red Bull on it? Is this a Red Bull team? It's going straight to shit if it's a Red Bull team. I'm sorry. This one looks like this one looks like they used clip art. This one looks like clip art, and honestly, I'm all for it. I do like the clip art football club design. This is another good spherical one, and it does elicit like this is a you know what? I think this one also. I think this is like the holy trinity. Well, actually, there's 4 of them, but this is like the holy trinity of like minimalist circular football club designs. This one I wouldn't really call minimalist. This one looks dumb. This one looks dumb. The black, like what the is that black or is that transparent? No, that's black. That's actually supposed to be black. That's disgusting. Put that in shit. Oh, this one's kind of cool. It's like a dagger. Oh, that's neat. And it just has like a little mini logo in the middle of it. It's kind of like a crucifix. That's kind of cool. I like where you're going with that one. I don't know if I like that shade of blue with this deep shade of red, but you got something there. You certainly got something. It's pretty good. This is not so triangular as this one. This equilateral looking ass needs to die. This one, more of an isosceles. It's okay. It's okay. This one, way too much is going on in. Real Racing Club Santander? Got the football clubs confused with the racing clubs, apparently. That one's pretty uninspired. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in dumb. FCB, this one looks stupid. Athletic Club Bilbao. That's actually kind of neat. I don't know. Does it really elicit something in me? Well, the 2 X's make me believe it's another traffic sign, so I'm gonna put this with the upper traffic sign. West Ham United. That one looks too simple. And I decided I wasn't going to vote for these ones. Okay, so these are, ladies and gentlemen, all the Europeans in chat. Feel free to shout out if you love it, if you hate it, but this is the definitive list of the best football clubs. All right, I know some of you may disagree with my thinking here, but I think this is, in terms of their performance, in terms of their roster, their potential moving forward, I think these are the best football clubs. And definitely not just based on their logo design. Absolutely. I did not just rank these based on how cool their logo looks. This is my personal favorite sports teams. And since I'm such a big sports fan, let's move on to the NFL teams. So the NFL teams, I get, they have not changed that much. I think the only new logo is the LA Rams, which looks awful. and the Washington Commanders, which also looks awful. So we're gonna put these both in D. Cardinals, I mean, hey, you know me. I gotta put the Arizona teams on top. I don't know if I would call this an S, but it's a pretty good logo. The Falcons, I've never been a super huge fan of the Falcons logo. The Baltimore with the B in the middle of it looks dumb. I'm gonna rate these as a general warning ahead of time. I'm also thinking I'm going to rate these based on the actually the B looks so dumb. I'm gonna rate these based on their uniforms as well, because I've seen their uniforms. The Cardinals uniform looks really good. The Falcons uniform looks eh. The Bills uniform looks pretty good. I like their white. I like their aways white. I think that one looks pretty good. I don't know. I need a team that would think of like an S. You know, in terms of S tier logos and design, I think it has to be the Raiders. They were smart not to change anything when they moved to LA from Oakland, because this is like an essential design that you could never change this. This looks great. That might be the best one in general of all the sports teams. Well, I don't know. We've got a lot more to cover here. I don't know if I'm going to cover all of them. I think I'm just going to keep going until we hit the 1 hour mark. Because, remember when I told you that I was in, like, a time rush? Remember that? Okay. Panthers. You know what? I'm not going to do NHL. We're just going to do NBA after this. Okay. Panthers. Not that interesting. Chicago Bears. I'm sorry. I don't really give a shit. I wouldn't call them D, though. Bengals is slightly interesting. Browns. I like the simplicity, but they're also brown. I mean, the helmets are orange, but the outfits are brown. That's why they're called the Browns. Cowboys, I just don't like the Cowboys. That's there. Broncos are fine. Lions have a pretty good logo. And outfit. I'm including the outfits. Green Bay, who cares? Houston Texans, in terms of outfit potential, is pretty nice. Indianapolis Colts are pretty simple, pretty good. Jags, I'm gonna put them in C. Kansas City, who gives a shit? Well, I like the no, actually, their reds are like a good red. I feel like the Chargers fucking suck. Miami Dolphins do have a good. I like here's my argument for the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins, their shade of blue and their shade of, I don't know, is it a red or like a pink or like an orange? Their two primary colors are the most Miami shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, they picked the two most Miami possible colors for their logo, and that's gotta get big respect. So that's why I'm putting them up in S. Vikings look dumb. I just don't like the Patriots. The Saints look pretty good. I mean, it's just black and gold, but I mean, you're going for Saints, you're going for Louisiana, New Orleans. It makes sense. New York Giants, it's fine. The Jets do look better, though. I like the green and white better than I like what do they have? Like navy blue and red. That's just kind of dumb for New York. The Eagles, I actually think the old Eagles stuff looks really good. The new Eagles stuff looks like ass. Like back in like the 80s or whatever, their old Eagles stuff, I think what could have been up here. But their current Eagles stuff is boring as shit. Steelers, I do like the logo. The Steelers logo is pretty nice, but just the generic black and yellow for the outfits, they could have done better. Seahawks are dumb. The 49ers, oh god. I kind of like their goals. So I'm going to put them in C instead of D. Tampa Bay. That shade of black and that shade of red, I know didn't I just complain about somebody who was red and black? Whatever. Theirs is pretty good. It's piratey. I like it. And then Tennessee Titans is true neutral. Where's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It's gonna be B. True neutral. And in the middle of B. Awesome. Like true neutral. So there's uneven. Okay, I'm gonna put Falcons up in A. True neutral for the Tennessee Titans. All right, and then last tier list before we can finally move on. These are all new to me. A lot of these are new because NBA went for a lot of changes over the years. And I think the only logos that haven't really changed are like the Pistons, the Celtics, the Knicks, and the Bulls. I think. But we'll go through these and we'll see. First of all, our standard setters. And this one's just going to be logos because they changed like way too much stuff. Standard setters, Mavericks all the way in D, Bulls all the way in S. The Bulls logo is another one where it's like, you cannot change this. This is perfect as it is. Just keep it forever. In fact, a lot of these newer ones are the ones I'm going to be like whoever designed the Hornets and the New Orleans logo ruined the logo design for everyone for like 10 years because all logos look like this and they all look really bad. The 76ers, it's pretty good. The Washington Wizards, I'm not a big fan of this new logo. The Hawks, they got the post office drip going on. I'm going to say that's A. Cleveland Cavaliers, not a big fan. Detroit Pistons, true neutral. Pacers, also pretty true neutral. The Bucks, not a huge fan of that logo. Raptors, that new logo actually looks pretty good. Same with the Nuggets, actually. See, this logo team did a lot better than this logo team. You can tell these are two rival design studios who did these two. The Grizzlies, look kind of dumb. The Timberwolves logo. You know what? Actually, I think I like the old Timberwolves logo better. Never mind. Spurs have not changed. The Spurs are up here. I'm actually gonna drop that one down. It's not. I like this one because it's very simple. This one kind of has the stupid 3D effect going on for it. I don't know. Jazz is a good. Ooh, Jazz might be S. Jazz is a good logo. Clippers looks fucking whatever. Did they change this? Or is this just a weird look at this logo? I think this is how Clippers logo used to look. The Phoenix Suns, they changed this and then they changed it back. This one's pretty good. Although I don't like the black. It should be back to the purple. But that's really, because it used to look really dumb for a while, and then I think they just changed it back to the 90s one. Which is funny. Trailblazers, there's not that much going on here. Sacramento Kings, this is a new logo. It looks pretty good. The Knicks, I mean, fuck the Knicks. I'm going to put them in B. Houston Rockets looks very uninteresting. The new Nets logo actually does look better than their old Nets logo. Miami Heat looks pretty good. This looks dumb. I'm putting this in shit tier. The Golden State Warriors, who fucking cares, man? Celtics, I always gotta be a big fan of the Celtics. That is a mascot design and very little else, which I can appreciate. The Lakers is just kind of boring, and the Orlando Magic is probably up here, maybe. So that, and once again, sports teams by their current potential in this upcoming NBA season. I actually don't even know where they are in the NBA. Are they going into the finals? This is a playoff time for NBA. Fuck if I know. But anyway, that has been the sports team logos tier list. I gotta head out of here. Like I said, I'm behind, so I gotta finish the stream. We will be back this week for, I believe, 2 different streams of 2 blocks each. It's looking like that first stream is going to be, if the community poll has anything to say, which, like I said, I will remind you, go on the Studio YouTube page, go to the community tab, there will be 2 polls, vote on those polls to determine what's going to be played this week. Right now it's looking like the first block is going to be, what's my percentages, right? So it's actually going to be WoW Classic first, and then Disco Elysium. And then the next stream will be Elden Ring, and then one other thing that I guess for right now is my free pick, because you guys only voted for 3 things. So I get a free pick on whatever the third one is. It's probably going to be Cyberpunk. Because I need to Get that off my hard drive. Or maybe Project. No, it's gonna be Project Reality. If you guys jump for a fourth game, it's gonna be Project Reality because I get that one off even more. Because I can always find Cyberpunk later. I can't find Project Reality. It's got like a weird torrent thing going on. It's not like an illegal game, but it's just like they use torrents, and the torrent doesn't really work that well anymore. Anyway, I'm done, and I will see you in the next stream.